Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. It depends on where you are watching this video from when you come across this video. Today we are going to be talking about IHS. What is IHS? IHS, what is it all about? Many people see it as a hidden cost. But I want to tell you in this video that IHS is not a hidden cost. When you're applying for a student visa to the UK, you're applying for studies in the UK, IHS is a must. It's not something you can say, oh, I don't want to pay it, or I can pay it later on. No. IHS means immigration health surcharge. Okay, immigration health surcharge. So that is what we'll be talking about, and I'm going to make this video as brief as possible. I like all my videos being very, very brief. Okay, so people can watch it. When the videos are becoming too long, people don't have time. So we're going to be talking about immigration health surcharge. What is it all about? We're going to talk about the price, the cost. Then we are going to talk about when to pay it. We're going to talk about when to start using it. Okay? Now, what is immigration health surcharge? What is it all about? Okay, this is a fee that you pay. It's all about your health insurance in the UK. Okay, you pay, it is a fee you pay to have free access to health services. Free access to health services in the UK. People applying for visiting visa, short stay, you don't need to pay IHS. You pay IHS when you are staying from 1 year and above. Okay, so and when you are preparing for studies, you are preparing to come to UK, nobody is going to tell you about IHS. It is not a hidden charges, it's not a hidden cost. Okay, it's only when you start applying for your visa that it comes up. So if you are not prepared, you will be like, what is this? I've had so many calls about IHS. What is it all about? Can we not pay it? Sorry, you cannot apply for your study visa, your Tier 4 visa, without paying your IHS. So now we are going to talk about IHS. And one thing about IHS is that as you are applying, you are paying for yourself, you are paying for all your dependents. It's just like visa fee. So your IHS cannot cover your child, it cannot cover your spouse. So as you're applying, you're paying for yourself, you're paying for everyone, all applicants, everybody applying for visa, for Tier 4 visa in the UK. Okay, so now we go. What is the cost of IHS? Having explained what IHS is a fee that gives you access to free health services in the UK. Okay, e.g. like consultation. Okay, like you want to see the doctor, that is what IHS is. You have free medical consultation, free medical diagnosis, and if you have emergency, you can call 111 It's free because you've paid your IHS. Now we'll go into the cost, okay, and I will tell you how to use your IHS, what IHS can cover and what it cannot cover. Okay, now what is the cost of IHS? IHS is the cost as at today. We are talking about September 2022. IHS is £470 per year per person. Did I say £470 per year per person? Okay, so if you're applying for studies and you're applying for 2 years visa, okay, if your study is 2 years, you're going to pay £470 times 2 years. Okay, so IHS for 2 years for study visa, 2 years visa is £940 for 2 years visa, and is both for adult and children. So if you have 4 dependents and you're applying for the visa for your 4 dependents, you're going to pay IHS for each dependent, for everybody. So this 940 pounds is just for you, the main applicant, and not for everyone. Okay, so each person, as you are paying, they do it in a way that you can't even pay for your visa without paying for your IHS. So you pay everything completely, or you can't even book for appointments without paying for IHS. Okay, then when to pay. IHS is part of your visa application. Okay, as I said, as you're paying for your visa application, IHS pops up. You have to pay for it, and is not part of your visa. It's not part of your visa. Visa payment is different. I'm going to make a different video for visa, because I don't want to complicate things. I like making things so simple and easy. So IHS is different from your visa fee. IHS fee is different from your visa fee. IHS for 1 year is 470 pounds per applicant, and for 2 years is 940 pounds per applicant. Okay, so when to pay your IHS is as you're applying for your visa. That is when you pay. It comes up, you don't need to worry about it. Okay, don't say, oh, how am I going to pay? It comes up, they give you the link to pay, you click on the link and you make your payment. So why am I making this video? I'm making this video to prepare you ahead of time. I'm making this video because I've seen a family that they just have their visa fee, and as they're applying, they got to a point, so they say, what is IHS? And they started calling me, and it looks as if, oh, you didn't tell us this from the beginning, you didn't tell us this from the onset. That is why I am making this video. Okay, IHS is part of your visa application, but visa fee is not part of IHS. IHS is different. Okay, so now, when to start using your IHS? When are you supposed to start using your IHS? So this is all about health surcharges, about your health insurance when you come to the UK. So as soon as you arrive in the UK, especially those of you that have children, as soon as you arrive in the UK, get an address and register with a GP. You can start straight away using your IHS. How are you going to use it? When you have health concerns, health issues, you can ring in and book an appointment to see the doctor. It's free. You're not going to buy form, you're not going to buy card, you're not buying anything to see the doctor. Doctor's advice, whatever, is free. That is what IHS is for. Okay? So what is then IHS does not include medication. It does not include prescription. You still need to pay for your medication. Let's take for instance that you have health challenge and you visit the GP, seeing that consultation, seeing the GP, seeing the midwife, seeing the nurse is free. That is what IHS covers. Okay, but after seeing the GP and they prescribe paracetamol for you, sorry, you have to buy your paracetamol yourself. You have to pay for it. IHS does not cover your prescription. It does not cover your medication, because I had that issue with someone telling me, oh, why should I pay for my medication when I've paid my IHS? IHS does not cover your prescription. It does not cover your medication. Okay, so what does it cover? Okay, this is charges. This is charges like maybe as I said, the services. When you go to the hospital, you don't get any bills. Hospital bills. I will take myself for instance. I had my last son here, and I did surgery, C-section. I did that C-section, and throughout the pregnancy, throughout the scan, I wasn't paying any P. I did not pay any dime. I did not pay any pound. I did not pay any money from the scan to whatever, seeing the midwife, the consultation, the maternity. I did not pay any money. Okay, that is what IHS covers. And I did a C-section, and the IHS covered for the C-section. You can imagine that. After the C-section, I was given free food at the hospital, and when I was discharged, I was asked to carry my bag and go home with my baby. IHS covered the cost of the operation, the cost of the C-section. So that is what IHS is covered. The services, yeah, the services, not the medication, not the prescription. Okay, so and IHS does not cover maybe eye test. No, when you go for dental or appointment, your eye test, IHS does not cover. Maybe your prescription, if they prescribe you glasses or something, IHS does not cover that. Okay, you still need to pay for your prescription, that is medication. You still have to pay for your dental treatment, and you still have to pay for your eye test. IHS does not cover those. Okay, then it comes to children. When it comes to children, as I said, you still have to pay your medication, pay this. Then children under 16, if you have a child that